Yep, it won't change versus toss. Doesn't matter, fungal is still going to be strong. ZVT, it is nerfed a little bit. The DPS is different, so medevacs can heal them faster is why. I only use Hydras in ZVZ. ZVP I try to not because they're just bad. I don't watch Destiny either, but I know I use Roach Infester. It's way stronger than Ling Infester. Actually, I don't watch many streams. The only streams I watch are Sen, Idra, Rhett, and sometimes some friends. But otherwise, I don't watch streams. There's lots of... other than, like, you know, broadcasted games and tournaments or something. Well, thanks. Screw the lid. Now I was drinking some Sprite. Alright. What race is he? Terran. Cool. My favorite matchup. I love this matchup just because flanking is... you can actually flank in this matchup, unlike in ZVP. Yeah. I hope we're not close positions. I'm gonna just leave if it is. Because close positions are just bullshit and I never win. On the Korean server they abuse it way too well to win. Against North Americans I can win. Just because, you know, they don't really know how to abuse it. I have not beat a Korean close positions no matter how many times I've tried, so I stop. It's not like tournaments use close positions anyways, so I'm not feeling like I'm losing anything. Looks like we're crossed though, which is good. So yeah, I only hatch first in this matchup. I actually don't even know when I wouldn't hatch first. It's just play like I would in Brood War. In terms of the hatch first. I love hatch first. So... did he get his gas? Yep. So I can make 2 extra drones. Put a drone on here just to see if he does any pressure. And now to get my spawning pool. If he was paying attention, he should have seen that Overlord. So he should have switched directions. Because there's only one position that... oops, get to the watchtower drone. So, this map is actually a strong map for Terran, just because of how easy it is to secure 4 bases, but it's not really... it just means you'll probably be getting to longer macro games most of the time. At least it gets a Terran that knows what he's doing. There are always those that don't. Yep, he's gonna do a little... thank you. Oh, I thought he was gonna do a little bunker. Alright, so get my gas, double queen, 2 lings, and then drones. And then I gotta get my roach horn to deal with the Hellions. The thing I think Zerg players should do, instead of going speedlings, I think roaches are the answer to the Hellions, especially Blue Flame. But you don't, like, commit to them unless they're going mech. I think too many Terran players think you have to commit, or Zerg players think you have to commit when you go roaches. You really don't. All you have to do is make 5, don't get upgrades for them. No reason to. And then just use them for defensive purposes. I think eventually some Zergs might figure that out. I think Nest does it actually, sometimes, I think. I may be wrong. But yeah, I just feel that's a thing Zerg players should start doing. Alright, so I'm gonna start spreading my creep. Surprised I haven't seen any. I'm actually gonna double spread creep. I'm kind of trying to figure out where the hell his. So there's that. So I make 6 roaches, 2 to do pressure with, and then 2 to. Or 4 to do pressure with, just not supposed to do much damage. If it does, it's just a bonus. And I don't want him to get up my ramp though. So he's got a decent amount of Hellions. Good to see he's not like gonna try to do anything. So there's his expansion, good. I don't know if he's going with Banshee or not. It's hard to tell. This is just gonna kind of this is probably gonna put him in a little bit of freak out mode. Yep, he was not prepared for this, but oh, he's got a tank now. So it looks like he's going Blue Flame Hellions, but is he gonna go mech? That's the real question I need to know. So, yeah, that's the only thing I really want to know is if he's going mech. If he's going mech, I don't want to really. I guess I can sacrifice this Overlord later and find out. Because if he's just doing it to go, you know, typical stuff, then I'm not going to be worried. You know, Marine Tank. I prefer facing Marine Tank. It's just more fun for me. Spreading out my Overlords so I can see drops. As long as you pay attention to the minimap, which I'm normally pretty good about doing. But lately I've been kind of lazy about it for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of forget that they can drop. I don't think I'm facing enough Terrans that drop me lately. So now to kind of make units, so you can do pressure. Yep, here comes his first build. I'm not really going to be able to get a flank, actually. Which kind of sucks. Actually, this is going to be really hard to hold off. I think. Well, yep, it's going to be. I supply blocked myself. Supply blocking yourself is the worst thing you can do. Oh, and I can't get a flank, so this is looking very bad. Yeah, I just got engaged. Yeah, that didn't go very well. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Yep, I lose. Ooh, bunched up Hellions. Yeah, that's just what happens when you supply block yourself. If I hadn't supply blocked myself and got my units in position, I could have held this. But this game's over. Just made a few too many mistakes. The Slayer style I'm guessing you're talking about. I Just get some roaches within lings. There's no point in restarting my router right now. I'm only going to do a couple more games. Yeah, Blue Flame Hellions are retarded. But they're not as retarded as Protoss units. I don't care how bad Protoss is doing in tournaments, they're still retarded. They complain about fungal, even though they can feedback it, but they don't realize they have something that negates micro as well. It's called force field. You press F a few times and your unit can't fucking move, but they bitch about the infestor. About how they can't micro. Well, you can do it with burrowed roaches, sure, but you can't do it early game. And even then, after a while, it's not good because you just force field over the burrowed roaches and then they're useless. That's what I wanted to say to the Protosses complaining about the fungal in the state of the game today. That wasn't one base though. He did that off 2 base. That's actually a normal Korean push. I never faced that push on North America. So when I first played on this server, well, I was in for a rude awakening. I lost a lot of my ZVTs within that, against that timing push. Normally I'm pretty good about holding it, but as you saw in that game, I supply blocked myself, so I couldn't make units, so I couldn't hold it. It's impossible to hold when you supply block yourself. Yeah, exactly. They're just used to 1Aing, and now they're just like, Alright, I'm gonna hatch first. I don't know what's up. Normally the probe used to always show up, but now it's like always so late that I can hatch first. It's kind of cool. Most tosses don't forge FE on this map, so they can't really go cannon rush like they could. So I don't really have to worry too much about a cannon rush. Normally. But he might be cannon rushing. Nope, don't think he is. I think he's kind of... You never know though, but I don't think he is. I think we're cross positions, considering how late that probe was. Just want to make sure he doesn't send like some second probe to pile on my ramp. That's always annoying. I don't think he's going to though. Nah, if he would have done it, he would have already done it. Now the question is, I'm pretty sure he didn't forge FE. You don't forge... I could be wrong, but I don't feel like he forged FE. So what kind of pressure is he going to do? Is he going to 4-gate? Hopefully not. 4-gate's just boring. So his probe should be fine since it's off creep, but I don't know where he's spawned yet. Now, depending on... So yeah, depending on what I scout, which I should be... Cool. So I do think we're cross positions though. I don't think... Pretty sure he 1-gate at feed. I want to spread my creep. Maybe he didn't FE at all. The question is, did he? Is he actually expanding? Or is he gonna 4-gate? All good questions. So, I'm gonna make my Evo chamber in case he's going DTs. It's a pretty common response from TOS. So I'm making a decent amount of lings, as you can see. I just want to make absolutely sure. I know. Because I do kind of want to put some fake little bit of pressure on him. But then if he's 4-gating, I want to see that too. I'm going to take a guy off gas. pretty sure he's one.